We'll see you back in 3 weeks. Y'all can talk about it then. You're at, ma'am,
What?
this is not gonna help.
Don't matter, my light's on anyway.
Well, looks like you did that, not me. I'll see you in 3 weeks. Which, come on, hold on, get her, don't let her go. Come back. Everybody heard it.
You're bullshit.
Come back.
You're a lawyer.
I told my lawyer he was bullshit. I didn't say this.
You don't talk like that to anybody in this case because he didn't do this either, you did.
This sovereign citizen stormed into court thinking she had a sweet deal. Just 4 years of deferred probation for theft. But the second Judge West flipped through her record. It was like watching a Jenga tower collapse in slow motion. 14 felonies, 5 misdemeanors. And oh yeah, she's already on probation for something so bad. I can't say it because of YouTube's guidelines, but that is just not a rap sheet you want to have. And the plea deal didn't just fall apart. It went up in flames. And when the judge said no, she decided to blow up right there in the courtroom. You'll just see a lot of chaos. But watching somebody gamble their freedom with that kind of record is like watching a guy light a cigarette at a gas station. So here's the question. Was she delusional or just flat out daring the system to bury her? Let's dive in and watch.
Good morning. Good morning. Are you Crystal Vogan? And Ms. Vogan was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to theft of property, a state jail felony. That agreement was for a 4-year deferred probation with a $1,000 fine as well as restitution in the amount of $9,400. I've received the pre-sentence report. Have y'all all had an opportunity to review that report?
Yes.
And any additions or corrections or?
There's a lot of history, we understand, but discussed it with counsel also restitution.
Speak up, I'm
I
sorry.
just want to make sure the court knows restitution, most of the main issue we're looking at, get some of that money back.
I've got 1, 2, 3 and a quarter pages of criminal history. Well, there's a lot of stuff that wasn't. There were 14 felonies that weren't dismissed. At least 4 or 5 misdemeanors that weren't dismissed. I understand the restitution, and y'all know my position on that already this morning, but there's I mean, she's on probation right now in Sutton County, correct?
Yes.
I have been for 2 years.
Right. So do they know about this case? And what has happened over there, if anything?
I'm still continuing on my deferred. Because I'm actually supposed to start nursing.
I can't understand you.
I'm supposed to start nursing school.
When?
I was actually supposed to start in September, but I had to wait to see.
Are you really going to be able to go to nursing
Yes, I
school
am.
with this type of criminal
Yes, ma'am.
history?
Yes, deferred. Yes, ma'am.
Another issue that I see on here also is the restitution, because it shows 9,400, but then it also, that was from inside the bank, and then it shows 500 from an ATM and 100 from a cash app, totaling 10,000, not 9,400. Is that correct?
And that would have been added on, I think that's a bank fee, I believe. I don't think that.
Well, it says 500 was withdrawn from an ATM outside the bank. Is that right? You know better than anybody.
I only went into it. I didn't have no access to the card.
Okay. So possibly the other person that was involved did that?
The only thing we knew about
That
was
was
the
no-
400 that was within the bank.
I wasn't aware of, Your Honor, when we did it, when I got the PSIs, when I was notified, I was in the cash wrap. But if it was a withdrawal, then that would be her responsibility joint and separately, so
Right, it says, so
that's a request.
the contact from Do Good said that the defendant withdrew the entire loan amount of 10,000, 94 from inside the bank, 500 from an ATM, and 100 from a cash app transaction. It doesn't matter if you did it or if the other person that you were with did it. Y'all were working together. So you're both, and what's the other status of the,
I don't have the other cat of another person, Your Honor. This is one that was, that's the charge. I'm not coaching on there. But she's responsible.
yeah. So I mean, if there was another person, and you didn't give that
I
information,
don't
then
know.
that's, okay. Apparently the cops didn't either, so.
She went in the bank, she was the one that called. Size, whether or not she had a conflict on the backside, is not to my knowledge.
And hold on, so the probations in Sutton County, have they been transferred to Harris County? So you're going in person in Harris County?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so it's the state's position to go forward with the agreement?
I understand the court's concern, and the state has the same. Like I said, our initial deal was to get some of the money back on our victim, however, we
So,
understand.
all right, so here's what I'm gonna do, Ms. Bogan. I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Can y'all hold it down over there, please?
All right, so let's be real. This lady is out here talking about nursing school like it's even on the table with this criminal history. I don't know about you guys, but I wouldn't want somebody with 14 felonies and something so bad checking my blood pressure. I mean, Judge West didn't even have to dig that deep. She spots the $10K theft instantly, and not the $9,400 the defendant tried to float by. And the way she breaks it down, you withdrew the whole amount, ATM, Cash App, everything. That's not a slip-up. That's precision theft. I mean, I'm just sitting here thinking, how are you supposed to take care of patients when you can't even keep your hands out of your other people's money? The irony is just brutal. Nursing is about trust. And this woman treats trust like a coupon she already cashed twice. The courtroom doesn't need stethoscopes. It needs calculators to keep up with her withdrawals. And honestly, if this is her version of a career path, the only uniform she's getting fitted for comes with handcuffs.
I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. I just don't know. I just can't believe I'm even considering doing this, honestly. I'm not. I can't. There's no way. I mean, it has to be straight probation, and I realize that that's going to potentially have some issues, but I can't with 14 prior felony offenses, same type of thing. So
I don't.
you do.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Okay. How many do you think you have?
I have 3 here and one back home.
Okay, you have lots of them that were at the same time for different offenses.
And I was never convicted, never charged.
Yeah, you did probations for them. Forgery of a financial instrument. Don't talk over me. March 3rd, 2008, Harris County, 180 days in jail, so that one was reduced. March of 2014, forging identification cards in Cuyahoga County, Ohio, 1 year probation. Same charge, same probation, so that's 2 in Ohio. March of 2014, aggravated theft in Ohio, another probation, the same date, but still another charge. March of 2014, attempted drug possession, pled guilty, 1 year probation. March of 2014, same thing in Ohio, possessing criminal tools, probation, all that. It was at the same time, but still different cases. November of 2014, forgery, 2 cases, got probations in those. I'm gonna run out of fingers. March, another one, a theft, aggravated theft in Ohio in 2014. Then we go to Sutton County, Texas, and you have 5 continuous smuggling of persons for pecuniary benefit, and that's the 10-year probation that you're on in 5 different cases.
Okay,
That's not correct.
no, okay.
So how many cases are you on probation for in Sutton County?
It all ran together. It's only-
I understand it all,
It's one.
it doesn't run, but that's not how it works.
Yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am.
When it runs together, it just means you're serving it at this. I'm rejecting the plea agreement. I'm resetting your case for 3 weeks. We'll see you back in 3 weeks. Y'all can talk about it then. You're at, ma'am,
What?
this is not gonna help.
It don't matter, my life's on anyway.
Well, looks like you did that, not me. I'll see you in 3 weeks. Which, come on, hold on, get her, don't let her go. Come back. Everybody heard it.
You're bullshit.
Come back.
I told my lawyer he was bullshit. I didn't say this.
You don't talk like that to anybody in this case because he didn't do this either, you did.
He got me the plea.
He did get you, he did a great job. I'm gonna find at this time that your bond is not sufficient because of your attitude and because of your criminal, because of your,
I gotta go to work, so I'm gonna lose my job and everything too.
Well,
Please,
maybe
Mom.
you shouldn't cuss at your lawyer. Maybe you shouldn't have this attitude here in the courtroom. I'm going to raise your bond. What's the bond currently set at? Don't cry now after saying it's bullshit to him and acting like this in here. Stop. No, you're going to make it worse. You're just going to make it worse. You should, when I told you a minute ago to stop, you should have stopped when I told you to. All right, I'm going to set your bond at $25,000. Go back with the bailiff.
The second her plea got rejected, she didn't even try to hide it. Arms crossed, storming off like a kid who just got grounded and snapping at her lawyer like he somehow tanked her deal. I'm sitting here thinking, lady, you've literally got 14 felonies. This isn't exactly a clerical error. This is a track record of somebody who's been daring the system for years. The lawyer didn't sabotage you. You literally sabotage yourself every time you treated the courtroom like a revolving door. And the audacity to throw out my life is over anyways. Please, that is not tragedy. That's self-awareness finally showing up late to the party. I just don't feel sympathy at all. I feel tired of watching people drag their lawyers like scapegoats when the law is literally just catching up with the mountain of choices they made. If anything, it just exposes how warped accountability looks when somebody thinks consequences are optional. I'll say it flat out. I wouldn't want her anywhere near society unsupervised, let alone whining about a plea deal she blew up herself. So let me know, does she deserve even a shred of leniency here? Or is this exactly what she's earned?
I raised your bond. Mr. Lewis asked that we bring you out today. Mr. Lewis, what is...
Well, Judge, yesterday afternoon, I went and spoke with Ms. Bogan about everything going on with the case. One, she did apologize to me, and she said, of course, when she had the opportunity, she wanted to apologize to you, to the court, for her actions yesterday. Did explain to her as far as where we were as the case, the rejection was there on the deferred. You did but at that point, it would have to be a straight probation with the restitution if she was to be on any type of probation. She told me she was more than willing to accept that. She understands how it may affect her with her job, but if she wanted to still, if that opportunity was there, she wanted to definitely take it.
Mr. Hoffpower?
Judge, in light of all that the court's already mentioned and cited, we're going to leave it to the court, but we would not be inclined to put her on probation after the way she acted and due to her criminal history. So we would,
Well,
if the court wants to allow her to do straight, that's fine. I understand.
yeah, well, that's what your argument was yesterday.
It was.
To continue, for me to go forward. So,
True.
the most important thing to me, obviously, I don't know that you deserve a probation at all with your criminal history. But as I said yesterday and today, it is time for you to have some responsibility and some consequences for continuing to commit felony offenses. It's great that you can finish a deferred probation, but at some point, you got to quit getting felony offenses and quit violating the law. And so I don't think that's fair at all. So what I can do, I have the paperwork still from yesterday. And if you guys would want to agree to a convicted probation, I can make that modification on this punishment recommendation. And then I can kind of reinstate everything up to the plea and all of that, so we don't have to go through all of that. So I'll reinstate everything we've done prior to today, make that modification on the paperwork, and go forward with sentencing. Is that everyone's agreement?
That's what I'm saying.
That's fine with us.
The modification will be a 2/5. It will be a 5-year probation. It will be a convicted 2/5. I am going to, I'm not inclined to order a fine because I want that restitution paid. So I'm going to mark through that. So with everyone's permission, I'll make that change. And that's what everyone's agreement is. Is that correct? And it's I want to make sure you understand that this is now your agreement. And so if I follow an agreement to give you 2 years in the state jail, but probate it for 5 years, order that restitution, you can't change your mind later. This is your agreement. Is that correct? Okay. And the restitution will be that 10,000. And that's everyone's agreement as well, correct?
Yes, correct.
All right, then at this time, Ms. Vogan, I'm going to find that you previously entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of the state jail felony offense of theft of property. Sentence you in accordance with your new agreement to a term of 2 years in the state jail prison, but I'm going to probate that. You'll be on probation for 5 years. You're ordered to pay the $10,000 fine, restitution, and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. If you do this, this is still a good opportunity because you will be able to serve that 2-year sentence while you're out on probation instead of in the state jail prison. The other side of that, though, is if you violate any condition of probation at all, you will be brought back into court and you will be facing that 2-year sentence that I just gave you. Do you understand? I'm going to hand you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you waived your right to appeal. I'm also going to hand you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Because of the judgment entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. Firearm is a legal term, and you should read the written admonishment I provide you to see what devices qualify as a firearm. If you have questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk with Mr. Lewis. Good luck to you, ma'am. Do you need my PSI? I printed it out. Okay, you've got everything. I'm sorry, I just printed my PSI, but y'all can throw that away.
Orders, but I have them.
You have them? Okay.
Judge, if it's okay with the court as well, we want to apologize.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm very, very sorry. I was going through a lot, which I understand is not an excuse. And I do apologize for my actions and behavior.
I appreciate that. Make sure that while you're on probation, that you don't let those emotions also get in the way of you being cordial and doing what you're supposed to on this probation, as well as the other one that you're on, because that just in itself could get you right back in here. Even if you disagree with whatever they're ordering, if you disagree, you disagree, but you have to do everything they said and you have to be cordial. Thank you for your apology. You can go back with the bailiff.
Walking the streets, and even after stealing 10 grand, she's handed probation like it's a party favor. At some point, you gotta ask, how many chances does one person get before the system admits? It's not rehabilitation, it's babysitting. I mean, legally speaking, probation was designed in the 19th century as a way to keep first-time offenders out of prison. But this is in 1878 Boston, and she's no first-timer. And every time the system bends for cases like this, it just chips away at credibility for the people who actually do deserve second chances. So let me know, is probation still a tool for justice or just a revolving door for repeat offenders? Thank you so much for watching, guys.